Hello, hope y'all are doing well. It's January 2nd. Today I'm back, of course, and today I'm going to be talking about pretty much a potential winter storm this weekend, another potential winter storm of greater magnitude early next week, and then we'll look a little bit after that and see what's going to be going on. Yeah, I hope y'all are all having a good Tuesday. Uh, and for the rest of the week, I will not have a video Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday after. It would be Friday night. That would be pretty late, where I might have a video. I'll see, but I will have work after school every day this week, so I can't really get any time. But Friday or Saturday should be the next one after this one. Yeah, let's go and get started. So, if you remember last video, I talked about this like sort of southern slider theme that we're going to be watching, or pretty much is going on tomorrow and Thursday in the south. Now, since last video, the snow threat with this has dramatically gone down, and now we're like I don't even think we're gonna see anything really. So I'm not even gonna really discuss it, but I mean maybe if we can get heavy enough precip rates, we could see like a breakout of snow in some of these areas here maybe. Further north, like any rain that actually falls will probably be, or any precip will be snow. However, I don't think we're gonna be looking at like overall like what we were looking at before with a widespread snow event, or not widespread, but like a widespread like switch over. I don't think we're going to be seeing that. Maybe a few areas could, but the precip may not make it north enough. So going out towards this other system. So Friday morning, we can see we have our low in Texas. We got some light snow pretty much falling areas of Kansas, Oklahoma Panhandle, even down in the areas of eastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas right there, as you can see. By Friday afternoon, we can see it's still snowing in those areas. Could actually bring some accumulating snow down there, but decent little snow event for Wichita during the day Friday, or other areas of like Kansas, Kansas City, maybe picking up a little bit. But as this goes into the east, we can see it gets its act together pretty much like over the southeast here. And let's go ahead and zoom in. So that's our first one. And this is Saturday morning here. So Saturday, or like Friday night at around midnight. You can see we have some freezing rain in areas of northeastern Georgia, potentially some icing due to the CAD in some of these areas here. We'll take a look at the temperatures. We can see it's very cold. Any slight shift though in temperatures like in this area here could potentially mean that area does get freezing rain. That's something that we're going to be watching here because it has trended colder in previous runs. But yeah, as we go Saturday morning now, 7 a.m. Freezing rain still falling in areas of western North Carolina, far upstate South Carolina, even some snow beginning to fall in areas of Kentucky, West Virginia. And then this low continues to deepen. Southeastern Virginia now Saturday afternoon. And we're looking at a decent band of snow like north of the DC area, areas of Maryland and Northern Virginia with some freezing rain still. However, temperatures have warmed down in here, so we're not going to be looking at that anymore. But now, everything I'm saying right now, this is kind of like this. We've seen a lot of trends recently with this. So yesterday I was talking about how we could actually be looking at like a pretty decent winter, like snow event. That's pretty much gone away. Now this is kind of just a. I mean, some areas could still see it. However, it has been downtrending, and if it continues a downtrend, some area like we're going to be looking at a lot less snow. We can see this is really just like a couple inch event here on the GFS for many areas. New York City does get snow, so does like most of Jersey and eastern PA, like Philadelphia. However, those amounts have gone down a lot since last night. The European is very similar. However, it's a little further north here. We can see that rain snow line is about right here instead of like right here. So a lot of those cities in that area kind of get cut out. And also just a couple inch event as well, like not a ton of snow. And that's our, oh my gosh, so confusing, but yeah, so GFS ensemble, this is the probability of the GFS ensembles of more than 6 inches of snow. We can see 20 to 30% in some areas, 30 to 40. The highest probability of more than 6 inches is actually in West Virginia. Yeah, this belt right here. European, I'm pretty sure it's extremely similar here. Let's go to, yeah, we can see about 40 to 50%, maybe even 50 to 60 in some areas. However, that belt is like practically the same here. this area here, uh, pretty much getting the most. Uh, this is the probability of more than 3 inches. We can see West Virginia still being the hotspot. However, a good 40 to 50% chance for much of this area here, even more as you go like down here. And I believe that's lake effect up there being indicated in northern New York there. Now the Europeans still going more bullish with this 90 to 100% probability off the Euro ensembles here of more than 3 inches of snow, which 3 inches in my opinion is a good amount. 3 inches, that's enough to like. I mean for me even an inch is enough, but like 3 inches is plenty. Inch of snow here, yeah, 90 to 100 in West Virginia, that area of Virginia, and up into this corridor here. European ensemble is like almost like 100%. So yeah, now it's kind of hard to get into like what we're gonna really be looking at accumulation-wise right now because of like the uncertainty with this. But we take a look at like what the GFS ensembles have. Really just like 2 to 4, maybe 5 inches in many areas. I believe the European ensembles went a little, well, they did go more bullish. I think there's like more than 6 inches. Yeah, 6 to 8 inches in a good bit here. So I think that the GFS, if we continue seeing this trend towards there being less snow, the GFS definitely will have a better like grasp on what we're gonna see. But at least now we kind of know this area here. Let me re-outline that. This area here has like the best probability of seeing a decent bit of snow. I mean, there's multiple cities that's like uncertain, like DC, Philadelphia, New York. Well, at least we'll be seeing like a good potential like first snowfall for a large portion of like areas of the Mid-Atlantic and like the coastal Northeast. So that's good to see. Now looking towards early next week, this is Sunday evening. 500 millibar winds here. We can see we have a trough digging down into the west right here. As we go into throughout the day Monday, we can see that shifts east, start to get a negative tilt to it, and then that bad boy just slams into the east going into Tuesday. We take a look at what precip looks like associated with that, and yeah, it's pretty nasty blizzard for the plains here. Monday evening, we have that 992 millibar low. Plenty of snow falling in these areas here. Now, a lot of this will change. Although this is actually quite similar to how it was yesterday. We've seen like less changes with this system on the GFS and with the one that's before this weekend. But yeah, big blizzard for the areas of the Great Lakes, the Midwest, and even the Central Plains there in the South Central Plains, like Oklahoma getting into that too. And then this is pretty much just a massive cutter. We would be looking at a severe weather threat for sure across areas of the southeast. I think the southeast, like this area here, of course, maybe even up to here with like damaging wind. But yeah, what the European has with this, gotta go back to the 12Z. Europeans has downtrended a lot with this system. We don't really see a clear like winter storm in any areas here. I mean, some areas kind of like do switch over to snow, but it's very messy. I'm guessing because those temperatures are like right around freezing there. Yeah, that's 35 right there. So that caused that, but still a big wind maker for areas in the Northeast, or like generally this the entire East, and also pretty much it doesn't really even dump that much cold air behind it though. Like it doesn't really do that much. But yeah, I definitely think we could be looking at a severe weather threat with this as we go towards next Tuesday. For areas kind of, I think down here, could definitely have my eye, but also a little further west and north, and even further south, maybe in Florida as well. And then as this low like goes up to the northeast, maybe even like all the way up to like New Jersey and stuff. We've seen that in the past with these types of systems, with these types of like cutters. Kind of curious what the Canadian has here. So the Canadian, yeah, the Canadian's more comparable to the GFS besides the fact that it's further north. But we actually see this start off as snow in a lot of areas in the northeast and the Canadian here, and then it switches over to rain. However, we still see like that. Let's see the 500 millibar winds here. Yeah, we'd still be looking at a very similar severe weather threat to that of the GFS. However, this is more positively tilted, but not that big of a deal. And then we could be looking at more cutters after this potentially. The GFS, I believe, has like 3 full-on cutters pretty much throughout the next up for the entire run. Only one of them is like likely that it's going to happen, and that's this one. But we got a lot to watch over the next couple of weeks. Still nothing really like to go in depth with right now. So I mean, that's pretty much all I got for y'all tonight because I want to keep this video short. But yeah, like I said, I'll have a video out Friday night probably, where I'll try to talk about that system this weekend. We can like go pretty in depth with like looking at different models and like snow accumulations and stuff. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope y'all all have a good week.